learn those laws of how to find other than Ampere's law, you learn other equations of how to find the magnetic field strength. How do we say? Okay, let's put it this way. If I only have one charge moving, even one charge moving is going to give you a magnetic field. Because one charge moving, you can consider there is a current, right? Okay. So if one charge moving gives you a field, the field is related to three things. One is the charge, big charge, small charge. Two is the distance from the charge to where I tested. And three is the speed. If you think this way, if you have a big charge moving very quickly, you have a large current, right? So basically the current represents two things in the relationship I mentioned just now, the charge and the speed. And we have a circle measuring the distance. So if the current is in the middle, anywhere on the cylinder, on the surface of the cylinder, at the same distance with the current. Of course, different direction because I'm moving in this way. But the same value. Okay, and this is my E, my H, and now I'm going to find what is E cross H. I need to probably multiply what is Z cross phi. What is Z cross phi? Z cross phi is R, that is minus R. So I remember I used to tell you this. I said you always put R phi Z in the triangle, and you can only go in one direction. If R phi will give you Z, phi Z give you R. But if you want to go opposite, like this one, Z phi, you want to go opposite, it will give you minus R. Okay? Show the cross product. Okay, next one is very simple. Let's see how to. How to this we already have this S. We already have this S. And find the integral of S over the cylindrical surface. On the side, I find the integration. This is just a geometry. We find the integration. This one, S dA. What is dA? dA is the cylindrical coordinate integration component. R d by dz. Anyway, this guy has the direction of ER. So I have SDA, then I just integrate. Okay. This is why this direction is important. Because later you're going to use S times dA, means S dot dA. The dot product of these two vectors. So you have R here, and then you have R here, right? So this will give you a value of 1. And you have negative sign, of course, you have negative sign. So this means that although the scalar, although the S is a vector with this direction, the integration of the S on the surface is a scalar. And this scalar is something like this. If you cancel the 2 pi RT, you get minus U times I. Because U times I is the P. It's the power, so it's minus P. So they are just trying to tell you this one. This is the interesting conclusion. Saying Poynting vector itself may not make much sense, but when you integrate that, you are going to have the power dissipated. Power dissipated or power flux, whatever. Okay. So that's good. Next question. Please read problem 2 and perhaps the solution.
It's like your phone, how can you
Something that doesn't have a magnetic pole. You can consider it a ring. And the a few rounds, 10 rounds of the wire on it, and the current is I. So what else? They give you the number of 10 and the current I. Give you the dimensions of the ring. Say the inner diameter is d, and the thickness is b. This is the height that is. So this is a. That means this one has the height of a, thickness of b, the inner diameter of b. And this is the second. So actually, what happens is, after you have known lines, first you need to know what is the shape of the field. In this case, imagine you are grabbing this ring, and you use the forefinger to represent the same direction of the current. Grab it like this. So it goes this way, goes clockwise. The field lines goes clockwise. But this question and the previous question has one major difference. The previous one, you have only one wire, and the field line just offset, right? And in that case, you can say the field line is infinite or has no shape. It has a shape, but it has no size at all. But this one, all the field lines will be confined in this ring. There is nothing else. Consider there is nothing restricted at all. So all the lines will be here. That means later you are going to have a lot of lines going through this shaded area. Many lines go through this area. Okay. So this difference has caused the little difference in the solution. So basically, first one is like asking how to find the h. We find the h using Ampere's law as usual. So basically the solution goes as follows. Firstly, integration of the h which equals to the total current. In this case, your total current is n times I because you have only one of the wire. So this is the total current. Okay, still Ampere's law. Okay, but this one has something a little bit different. And just now we said integration of this guy. We didn't consider the size of ds. This is why, because if you only have one wire, so you only have one round of the field line, something like this. This thing has no size at all. So the ds means the intersect of this ring or this wire has no size at all. But now you have a size. You have a known size of ds. So firstly, before we do the integration calculation, you need to find what is the ds. And how to represent ds? The ds actually is this guy. Or the integration of the ds is represent this total area, right? Okay. You need to find this area. So they are saying ds will equal to this guy. It's r divided e divided e5. R times e5. Okay? And this guy comes with a direction. Comes with a direction of -5. You can think this way. Why it comes with a direction of -5? This is because the field, again, is -5, right? So when you do the ds integration, its direction is the same with the field. The field is -5, this guy is also -5. Why -5? It's clockwise. Okay, so this is how we have the ds. And next, here you have HDS. That's separated. This is the ds part. This h part. H comes with the direction of -e5, and this e5 and this e5 will cancel, will become 1. So in the end, HDS is equal to HR divided. Okay. And now we can do the loop integration. You can see a few things are fixed in this integration. One, you can actually fix the radius. You can fix the radius. You can say I want the integration to happen on the radius of r. But you need to know the phi is going to change, right? Phi is going to change. When phi changes, it has a range of from 0 to 2 pi. It's of 1 round. So this is how we have this one. It's h r divided integrate from 0 to 2 pi. One loop. So actually, if you think this way, this integration does not happen in one dimension. Usually in one dimension, we say kind of linear. You just integrate on this loop. Now you are integrating in a cylinder. It's actually a volume integration. Actually, a volume integration. It's only that we calculate the size of the surface, the ds first, and we do a linear integration. And this one, I think, we just define it. Just integrate. We find what is the integration of the RG5. By the way, H argument is constant, argument is constant because they are not a factor of phi. So integration of the phi is just 2 pi times H times this one. So from that you find your H. And from H you find the B. From H how do we find the B? B is mu times H. Question B. Question B says, what is the omega? Magnetic energy. And again, we have some equations to memorize. This one I think 120 is important. 23. So what is the equation for omega? It's half h dot e. Okay. And because we know b is actually mu h, so the omega is half of mu h squared. And you are going to find your h from the previous question. This is the h. You find h squared. You come to here. So this is omega. This is another favorite question. Less favorite than the quantity fraction. This is another one. Why this one is the favorite? You know, favorite question has something in common. It's one question that can cover a few things. One question that can answer a few sub-questions. For example, if I ask you the Poynting vector, firstly you have to know how to find the E and H. And you need to know how to do a cross product. Right? I don't think it's difficult, but you need to know. And after that, I can say, hey, what if you integrate the S, what do you have? And ask a normal question. That is a big question. Right? This one is similar. You need to know how to find the H. And later I can say, hey, what if you integrate this one, what do you find? Let's have a look at part C. The question itself says, determine the energy W that is stored in the core. The previous one is called energy density. So the W is just the integration of the omega. Actually, it's a small w, but I call it omega. Differentiate. So the W is the volume integration of the density. Okay. And now we need to do the integration. The integration will happen in the ring. So you need to know, again, what coordinate system you use. Cylindrical. And for cylindrical system, you need to know what is the Z, what is the R, what is the phi. Right. It's useful and comfortable. I made a terrible choice this noon time. I thought, hey, go to SIT, how about I have some lunch in the canteen? And the only one open is Yakun Kaya. First time in my life I had so much roasted bread, so much toast. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. So terrible choice. I have to give myself a treat. Forget about my plan. And my boss said you have to do that way because everybody in the office is I have a previous number. And okay, this time let's do the integration. Remember, where we find the z, where we find the r, and where we find the phi. Now I have 3 dimensions. One, this guy is a z. The z direction is from 0 integrated to a. Why so? The z actually is the height of the cylinder. Remember, z is the height of the cylinder. What's the height of the cylinder? This guy, okay. Sorry, it's not so clear, but this is a. Height in this case is the thickness. You have a ring, right? You put on the table. You look at this is the height. You put here is like the thickness. So integration in the z direction is from 0 to a. Okay. And the next one is my r, my radius. So in this case, you have 2 radius. You have the inner radius. This is my half of my d, right? And I can also go as far as the outer radius, right? So this one becomes my half d plus this one, this b. Okay. So this becomes, because I include, remember I said everything happens in the ring, in this area. So I integrate from inner to outer. I only capture what is in between. And of course, integration of phi from 0 to pi contains 1 whole round. Okay? And then I leave this one to you because I don't want to go through it so long. But anyway, if you look at this integration, we have something. Okay, how about this? We have integration of omega. Actually, we only integrate on omega, but the factor is r divided by r dz, right? In the cylindrical system, so we have omega r times r. So this whole thing basically is meaningful only on r. So the integration of phi and the integration of z, you can find them immediately. So integration of phi will give you a 2 pi. And integration of z will give you a. So you have a 2 pi a immediately, and then you have an integration to half d plus b of d integration of omega r plus r. Okay. So I'll simplify this way immediately. Let's see this equation. Okay. And what else you also need to know? What is the integration of 1 over r? That is long. Okay. Please look at question 3. Okay, sorry I have to go through this question quickly because later we have a killer or 2 killers coming. So, okay, this one, make sure you're on top of it. Please read this question. Look, I don't have my partner. So later, remember we said, I don't think the h is going to be different on everywhere. Because h will be related to when the current is fixed to the distance. The distance is there, right? It's a fixed distance. If you call it if you know this one is r, so actually h is not going to change. Will be integration of ds. This is r. This one will be 2 pi r, the circumference, right? So from here I have my h already. Okay. This is a simple case. More complicated case is remember later we said we have a ring. I'm never a good painter, good drawer. So in this case, we have something like this. So anyway, I have a lot of current. As a result, I don't have one loop. I have a lot of loops, right? I have many loops, right? Okay. So the question is, when you have a lot of loops, the R is not fixed, right? You have a lot of loops, man. You have smaller loops, you have bigger loops. So R is not fixed. When R is not fixed, H is not fixed, right? We said You can see the current is there. Current is n times I. The current, n prime, let's say n times I. This one is fixed, yes. But R will be varying. So your H will be varying, right? So that is why later instead of just saying H, I use HR. I said this one because it's a function of R. Okay? And then when I want to use Ampere's law, of course, I have my ds, right? And just now, do not worry about my ds because ds will be there. It's just a small piece on the loop. It's not going to change. However, for this one, ds is also going to change. Why? I told you ds is the small piece on the loop, and you have a lot of loops. Okay? So for each loop, you have different ds, right? So that means ds itself is also a function of the radius. For smaller loop, you have some ds. For bigger loop, you have other ds, right? So I'm going to need to use R to represent my ds. So what I do is, this part I think you can roughly understand. The next one, I'm not sure, but let's try. I just say, what find ds? What is ds? ds is when I have a circle, and I want a small piece, only a small piece on it, right? And let's suppose I know this one is radius R. Maybe it's constant, maybe it will change, I don't know. But if this one is R, and if I know this angle is phi, I need this one. Okay? So in this case, how do we find this one? This one is actually the arc length. It's actually the arc length. The arc length will equal to R times phi. In this case, because we are using ds means instead of finding this arc length, we're finding a small arc length. When the arc length is very small, that means the angle is also very small. So I put a d phi here. I say I have a tiny angle. And the opposite of the tiny angle is the tiny arc length ds. So the total thing will R times d phi. ds will equal to R times d phi. Okay? And moreover, remember every time we look at the ds, actually I forgot to put on this symbol here. Yes, S itself is has a direction, right? Because it's not a loop. Either you can go clockwise or you can go counterclockwise, right? But for Ampere's law, the convention is you always make sure the S direction follows the integration direction. Okay? So in this case, you look at this one, you say, hey, what is the integration direction? That is plus or minus. That is minus phi, remember? The say is minus phi because it's clockwise. So this one, I also say this is the magnitude, but my direction is somewhere in phi. Why is phi, by the way? Because it's on the loop, right? Everything on the loop is phi, remember? Everything on the line, on these lines are R. Okay? So I know it's some phi, but it must be minus phi. So this is the whole thing. I have my ds now becomes a function of R is the magnitude, arc length, remember? And with the direction of minus d phi, I make sure it follows the direction of the integration. We make my integration easy. Actually, I don't do it either way. It's only hard. Yeah. Okay? So, think about these two cases. It's not so straightforward, but sometimes you can see the ds is fixed, h is fixed, everything fine, but what if they are not fixed? So h is a function of R defined, and ds is a function of R union defined. Okay? And now let's talk about the 23. The 23 actually is the easiest among the three. You can see my official solution is only like this. Come on. Just know the part C is longer than this. Right? It can't be too difficult than this. It can't be too difficult. It is so short. Okay, let's look at this question. What they give you is the cylindrical wire. Okay, this wire. It's metal thing. And I told you this one, I have a voltage drop on it. By the way, it's lower on the top. Something U, and give you the length of it, and give you the radius is A. And ask you a few questions. By the way, they also give you conductivity signal. Do you know what does it mean if they give you a signal? What is is sigma? Sigma is related to resistance. We're more familiar with the resistance. When you have a resistance and you have a voltage drop, you have the current. Why you need the current? Because you need the current Ampere's law to find H. That is why they give you sigma. Anyway, so they are saying question A. Find the confused things. What is the E? What is the J? Etc. H and S. I told you they're going to ask you for S. So this is the last one. Find E and H and find S. So let's go to first one. Find E. How to find E? Remember, I tell you if you have something they are not saying is going to change, give you a fixed voltage drop. You just use this one divided by the length, height. So the E basically is U divided by L. And of course you need to know the direction. So it's going up, so it's there. Easy. This right? That's all. And next thing, how do I find my J? Current density. This is the formula by the way. It's sigma E. This is the formula. Over. So from the E, from the sigma you find the J. And then the next one, how do I find the H? Ampere's law. Ampere's law. So integration of the H. Integration of actually you only need to look at this one and then this one. This is integration of the H. The other side should be the current. Current is the integration of the density. This is the integration of the density. So this one I call this one is my I. Integration of the H is I. So summing everything you find out H. And next one. Last one is the Poynting vector E cross H. Of course, you have the H here already, and you have the E here already. The only thing I think that you can be wrong is the direction. Again, ask yourself E cross phi. What is that? Cross phi is plus or minus. That's all. And the next question. Probably they say find the local energy balance equation. Energy balance equation. That is this one. This is energy equation. So how are we going to find? We have the S here already, and the S multiply R find the differentiation with respect to R. By the way, if you use S multiply R, you have the R squared here, and differentiation you have a 2R, right? 2R, and this is the constant part. And the 2R, R will be cancelled with this R in the denominator. Okay, this one, this guy will cancel. So in the end, you should not have any R. If you find R, you are wrong. So in the end, you only have the constant part 2 cancel with this 2, and this R cancel with this R. You only have the U squared over L and the C. Okay, and the last one, finally, they are going to ask you this. Apply the theorem, the integral formulation to the total volume again. Integrate S. Integrate S. Integrate S. Okay, but this one you have a shortcut. Why you have a shortcut? Because if you are integrating one vector in the volume, it's same as you integrating the divergence. You know what? Gauss law. Okay. You look at this one. Gauss law. Gauss law is saying the volume integration of something equals to the surface integration of the divergence. So I leave this one here. So from this one you have the other integration of course. Of course it's you times I, you know it already. That's all. And we know the I. Yeah, we found the I here. By the way, do not forget how to find the I when I give you the J. Just integrate on the area, Not the length, only use the length. The side area is pi r squared because it's the wrong thing. In this case, pi a squared, this is the area. Okay? That's all for now. See you later.